Hello everyone, xHedra here, bringing you episode 32 of Exoria, a mod pack by DavQuest. So it's been a week of having almost no voice, and it's still not perfect now, but I really want to have an episode, and I want this, I want to just do a long time lapse, so I figured I'll do a little 10-15 minutes intro, and then go into a time lapse. So first off, if you remember, in the last episode, I discovered that I was starting to make a mess. And part of the mess that I was making is that there's some place where there's water and there's some place where there's lava. So here I made a quick lava setup to be able to grab all of the lava and put it into an ender tank where I'm going to process it somewhere else. And that setup, I'm just going to be moving it here and then here. Everywhere there's like a mess like this, that's where I'm going to be moving it up at some point. So that's probably one of the things I'm going to be doing during the time lapse. The other thing I wanted to show you is that I connected a battery to this void ore miner a little bit during the other time lapse, and I'm starting to get some good stuff. Just not as much as I wish I was getting, but at least it's a start. I'm starting to get some stuff. The fact that it's not connected right now is not helping. My battery is currently on my tree farm, and if I look at my tree farm, look at this, 457, 123, it's filling up pretty quickly. I'm going to need some upgrades. Same from my ore processing here. There are still a couple of places here that I don't have any void upgrade or upgrade at all. Like if you look at this ash, the maximum is 16 stack and I'm at 15 stacks. I'm going to have a problem pretty soon with that also. Just problems everywhere. And then, like I said, as part of this episode, I want to start setting up my machine. Hello. So let me show you what I mean. I want to set up these industrial machine. So the way it works is that you have the plant sower in the middle and the plant gatherer on the side. And you can plant and harvest everything. Well, not everything. So that's the problem. These amp seed, they don't work with that sower gatherer. So there's no way for me to collect those hemp seed. And nothing for the glowtite crystal either. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to transform this section into an enormous farm. Also, in my time lapse, I'm going to take the time to break all of this up with my hand just because I'm tired of having this in the way. Like it's just becoming a problem. So I'm going to set up the plant gatherer somewhere around here. Probably in the middle here, like I'm still not sure exactly. I have to count everything properly, and wherever I put it, I'm going to put the plant sower back there. The way the plant sower work is that I can lock the inventory and set some different seeds everywhere. And if I say show working area, well, right now there's one working area and it's yellow. It's that one, or I think if you put it anywhere. So that's not going to be enough. The other thing I wanted to say is that the plant gatherer, so let me grab the plant gatherer right here. So plant gatherer, I'm pretty sure is going to be in the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay. Right here. Place it in the wrong direction. Sorry. So like this. Perfect. So the plant gatherer is going to work in a 1 by 2 in front of it. Like this. So that's not enough for everything. What I want to do is actually kind of a weird setup, but let me show you. Let's just see if I have any plastic here. I should have some plastic. I'm pretty sure I made plastic last time. Plastic. Nope. Plastic in the redstone furnace. No, let's just grab some more plastic. So let's do it like this. And that's only going to give me 2. I was sure I had plastic somewhere else. This is still going on. This is still gathering latex, but it's so slow. While we're waiting, let me just show you. So remember that lava ender tank back there? Well, it comes in here. And I have a water ender tank and a lava ender tank that goes into this igneous extruder, making obsidian, and I now have 101 obsidian. So I have a kind of semi-automated obsidian, not fully automated, but just something a little bit better so I can get more obsidian. Let me grab these 2 plastic. I gotta have some plastic upstairs. Let me just take a quick look. No plastic in here. No plastic in here. What about these weird drawers? Nope. And in here, I'm just going to check again, but I'm pretty sure. No, I still don't have any plastic in here. Oh, 28 right here. DERP. Okay, so one of the things that we can do, so let's do at industrial, is that we can make range upgrade. So I want a plus 11 range add-on, which is going to need 6 emeralds. So let's grab 6 emerald and 2 glass pane because of the other one. The other one that I want to do is a plus 5. So plus 5 is bronze. So I need 6 bronze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just do those. So let's go back here, and I'm just going to set them up manually. It's going to be easier. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Put that in there. Glass pane and the 2 plastic and plastic. So that's an 11, and then, well, sorry, 1. And then I'm going to replace with the bronze, and that's going to be a plus 5. Perfect. Here's why. The plant gatherer, I want it to cover the maximum distance possible. So if I do this, wait, that's the plus 5? No, that's the plus 11. Hello. Sorry. There's something wrong here. This is a plus 5. I feel like there's a small visual bug right now. What if I put it in here? What if I put the plus 11 now? Yeah, look at the size. Look at how much further it goes. Okay, so the way this is supposed to work, though, is that when you put the plus 11 here, you're supposed to go plus 11 on each side. So plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's why I wanted a plus 11. I really do not understand what's going on. It feels like something is kind of weird. Maybe when I put the power, it's going to be okay. Hopefully it's going to be okay because I have the same setup in my other playthrough. So basically, you have this covering an 11 by 11, and then you have this one going in a smaller 15 by 15 area. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant 9 things because you have 9 different spots. I'm going to plant wheat, rice, potato, carrots, corn, canola for later, lettuce, tomato, and beetroot. And I'm going to use 5 for each. That's why I made a plus 5. So this one is a 1. If you do a plus 5, it adds 5 on each side. So this one should be enough to be able to cover all of the distance that I want. I just don't understand why it's not grabbing properly. Like I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. This totally should have worked. But I'm going to be setting that up during my time lapse. Now, the other thing I wanted to say is I'm doing this imbalance between my plant sower and my... Ah, that's the animal feeder. Oi. Mob slaughter, animal baby separator, plant gatherer. Plant gatherer, upgrade 11. Show the distance. Ah, yeah, perfect. So look at this. Now it covers everything. I'm going to open this one up. So I'm going to be doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of one type of crop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of another type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of another type. And here it's going to be the other type of crops that are gather but not break. So you see how these are stalks, and you can't really plant in each place, because if you plant in each place, there's no place for the pumpkin to grow. So what the planter gatherer does is that it will just remove the pumpkin like this and leave the stalk there. So it does that, and not what I wanted to do. It does that basically. Let me just shift right click to show you what I mean. Plant gatherer. So see, it says can harvest sugarcane, cactus, pumpkin, and melon. No need for replanting. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Around the 15 by 15 of stuff that can be planted, I'm going to have all around the other. The only two things that are not going to be part of this farm is the hemp seed and the glowtite, because, well, this machine cannot harvest those two. So I was really sad because one of the things I need the most is the plant seed, the hemp seed, but that doesn't work in here. So I really have no way of getting that. Now I'm going to have those two machines needing power, and I have this farm needing power, and I need this thing's using power. And then for the animal farm, I'm basically going to put it in the back right here. The reason I want to put everything kind of around each other is that underground here, I'm going to set up another numismatic dynamo, and I'm going to have the numismatic dynamo have leadstone energy brought to the void ore miner, this farm, these two, and the animal. For the animal, it's going to be very simple. The way it works is that we're going to have an animal feeder, let's say here. So the animal feeder is going to be feeding like a 5x5 here where animals are. So you put feed, and I'm going to put a range add-on, and I'm going to have this place. Then I'm going to have a animal baby separator like this. I never remember which side, so I'm going to fix it to have the proper side. And what the feeder does is take two adults and give them food. So you have all these spots to put food, and it feeds the animal and it makes them reproduce. Then this also with a range add-on, it has, like, I have to be careful to put the right side, but if you put it, it's going to grab babies from this side and push them on this side right here. Then I'm going to have the mob slaughter factory, the mob slaughter factory like this. Sorry, just trying to place it to look how it's going to look at the end right here. So adults are here, not being harmed. The animal baby separator is there pushing them, the baby here, and this is going to be slaughtering the baby to get us some meat and some pink slime. Now, when I made all these machines, I forgot one thing. I forgot that this machine produces sludge. So I need to process sludge. And there's something called a sludge processor, I believe. I'm just searching for it right now. You know what? Let's just search for sludge. A sludge refiner, which basically transforms the sludge into a different, like, some items. So I'm going to have to craft that. I'm going to need another machine case, which means I'm going to need another 9 signalum. And last time I checked, I think I only had like 3 signalum. So I have 3 signalum here. I have none here. I have none in my wall, and I have 3 here. So I'm still missing 3 more signalum. And my redstone, I believe, is running low. I'm going to have to craft some more redstone. Not so bad, not so low. So what I've been doing, let me grab 40. I want to make 4 more batch of signalum. So what was signalum again? So signalum's made from these signalum blend, which are 3, 6, 9, 12 copper and 4 silver. 12 copper, 4 silver. So 12 copper. Is that silver? Yeah. 4 silver. Nope. 4 silver. Let's go downstairs. So I like the setup that I have here, where I just basically put this in the in the magma crucible, and it's going to melt it in here so I can grab it with bucket. While I'm waiting for that, let's pulverize the silver, and let's just put that in here while we're waiting. And can grab these 3 more and cook them. We're going to need a bucket, so let's go upstairs. I think I have some buckets in here. Yep, perfect. And what's my iron sheet metal? I have 20. So how many do I need? I think it's 26. So I need to make 2 more crafts. So I need 8 silver plate. I already have 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put it in here and remove the augment. So we'll let that continue. Let's go downstairs. We'll put the 2 buckets in here. And then this should be done. Yep. So let's put the copper now. And I'm going to use that same table that I have here just for that. So now this is going to take a little while. I'm just going to wait for that one. so I can start it quickly. Let's just bring that upstairs and get some sand. So I'm going to be making 4, 8, 12, 16, so I'm going to need 16 sand. Let's get rid of that there. You know what? Let's just dump a couple of things right now. I don't want to be overburdened with stuff I don't need. 6, perfect. So we can already craft that. Let's remove everything and let's make our silver casing. Perfect, 28. Now that's too much, but at this point it doesn't matter. I just need the part that are necessary. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just grabbing 16 of this, and we can go back downstairs and put it in the induction smelter. Grab this bucket, and we're going to be able to make our other. Oh, I need the copper. We're going to be able to make our last machine. Let's go. Oh, wow. I'm having a hard time clicking. Okay, so 4 signal and blend right in here. Do I have another bucket ready? Nope. I'm just waiting for 3. And I'm going to factorize those into a block. Perfect. And we can go and process. Well, you know what? Before we do that, we do need a gold gear and 2 iron gear. So let's grab 4 gold and 8 iron. And I'm going to put the 8 iron first because while I'm upstairs, I have the time to process 2. Oh, I forgot the gem. What was the gem again? I never remember which gem. So the ruby for that one. So let's go back downstairs and grab a ruby. Just want to make sure this is not still stuck. I need to address that really quickly or it's going to overflow really quick. Whoa! So now the water's completely gone and we have a real mess of lava. You know what happens? I know what happened. So the lava was upstairs and it fell over the water, destroying the water. That's what I believe happened. Anyway, so let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. Making a 3x3 with a signalum block in the center. Right here. And close the top. And voila, let's show that in here. So that's going to give us what we need to craft the sludge refinery. And we really need it, not because we need what it's going to give, we need it as a way of destroying the sludge because we can't keep the sludge around. We don't have, I don't want to make a black hole tank just for that. Like that seems like a waste of resource. Better process it and get different type of resource. Also, by the way, the reason I want to make the food is I want to make a little bit of better food. And one thing I forgot to show you guys about is raw fish. I don't know why I completely forgot about that. I have 2 stacks of raw fish in my other playthrough, and that's what I eat. The problem is that it's only so. The problem is that it doesn't balance everything, but it's really good. I just want to show you what it does because it's really amazing. So, I have some potatoes here. Okay, so let's eat the potatoes to bring ourselves to being able to run again. Perfect. So now grab this gold gear, and I think if we have some furnace, we should be able to craft this. We're missing 1 bucket. Let's go downstairs and steal one of our 2 buckets. I feel at some point I'm just going to get fed up with this bucket problem. I'm going to end up making 10 buckets just so that I don't have this problem anymore. It's kind of ridiculous that I'm always running out of buckets. So let's put the signalum. And the reason I want more signalum and I'm making more is that, remember when I make my numismatic dynamo, I need some upgrades and I want to make some 5 million batteries, 5 million RF battery. I think that they're really great. So that's going to be very useful. My sludge refiner is here, and the sludge refiner doesn't need any add-on. This one basically just receives sludge, and then it crafts item out of it. If I click on it, does it show? Yeah, so it can make some 14% chance of clay, some dirt, some gravel. Like I said, it makes nothing that we really require. Well, the soul sand would be nice. The soul sand is a good output. There's no way though to force it to make soul sand. but it's something that's going to hold off the waste. The one problem, if I remember, I think the sludge refiner, when it's working, that it can hurt us. So one of the things that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put the sludge refiner deep or in a corner somewhere and forget about it. So this is the setup I'm going to do here. That's what I'm going to do in my time lapse. I'm going to re-expand this farm and make it that from this corner, it's a 5, 5, 5 with water in the center. So basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 water in the center. So I'll basically have 24 planting of wheat, rice, potato, carrot, corn, canola, lettuce, tomato, and beetroot. And then whatever goes outside the range of this plant sower will be all around and will be 1/4 sugarcane, 1/4 these cactus, 1/4 pumpkins, and 1/4 melon, since these can be gathered but does not need to be sowed anymore. And the glowtite, I'm just going to move somewhere else. Probably like another level of this. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to put it somewhere else. It's something that, honestly, I'm not even sure I'm going to put it back up again. Or if I do, I'm going to make it a very small 3x3 setup, because I have so much glowstone and there's very limited use for the glowstone. And now, as you can see, that's another stack and a half. And I don't use glowstone enough. Another thing I want to do is clean that up. My grass did expand under here, so what I'd like to do is make this here kind of a garden area. Just make it all beautiful grass so that it looks nicer. So that's all of the things I want to do. Power, connect all of these, set up my farm. Oh, and on top of my farm, I'm going to be making a wood shackle roof, kind of a barn-like thing, because I think that if it rains on my animal, it can kill them. So I'm not going to take a chance. I'm going to have 2 little pen, one right here and one right here, so that it transfers. And so that this is just a mob slaughter. It just slaughters it. And here, really, the size can be like a 3x3, because there's never going to be that much animal in it. And I'm going to bring, here, I'm going to be bringing, I think, 3 sets of cows, 3 sets of pig, and 3 sets of sheep. So this is going to be fed with wheat and with potatoes, which is kind of why I want to have a machine harvesting and preparing that, because I'm going to need to fill that all the time. And lastly, the last thing that I'm going to be doing in my time lapse, see, this is jammed again because of a ghost block from the leaf. Probably going to move that. I don't know if I'll get the time, but I'm going to fix this here, because see this, the moment I get more ash, this is going to get jammed. And this is going to fill up, and I'm going to have a problem because there are too many places here that don't have a void upgrade. Basically, what I'm going to do is look at each of them, and anything that's close to the limit, I'm either just going to add an upgrade, or I'm going to put a void upgrade if it doesn't matter. Honestly, if you look at how much ash I have, there's really no point with having more ash, so I'm going to be putting a void upgrade more than anything. And the first thing I'm going to do is move the setup for the lava to try and grab this lava, because this is kind of dangerous and scary. And also, you can see that it makes some lag. I'm curious if I transformed it into obsidian, if that would work. I'm really not sure of that, and I'm curious, but basically I'm going to go from the roof there, and I'm going to climb down and just going to plant this gatherer in it just to make sure to get everything. Also, by the way, one comment that I got from someone, these little fairy that dies all the time, if you don't want to listen to them anymore, I know it's really late, but they're a friendly creature. So if you just put the friendly creature off, you will never hear the little tuck, 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 tuck from them dying. The problem is you also don't hear the little tingling bell. So if you want to kill them, they're harder to hear when they're around. But that's one sound that's been really, really annoying since the beginning. So I've decided to just get rid of it. But guys, as I've just said, I have a lot of work to do. And I want to make this like an hour-long episode, which means add an extra 40 minutes. and at the time 4, that's 160 minutes of recording. Oh, the fish is ready. I can finally show you what I meant. So the good thing with dry cod, well, first of all, it goes from 1% protein to 2.5, but dry cod, see, I shouldn't be able to eat right now. If I try to click the baked potato, I can't eat. But dry cod, you can eat all the time. So you can keep yourself at full saturation bar all the time. So that's one of the things that I want to set an automation. I might not have the time, but basically how do you automate it? You're using this with filters. So you put this with an extract on each side, where on one side you put a filter where you say extract only dried cod, and from the other side, extract only cod. So you semi-automate the, I say semi-automate because you still need to bring the cod there, but then once you have the cod, you can get fed all the time. The only problem, is that you need to make sure that you're keeping the other things well. Like, see, I'm having a fat problem. Well, not having a fat problem, but I could have a fat problem. So I'm gonna need to keep on eating the potatoes. But while you're recording, it's boring having to eat all the time. So my plan is, I want to start the recording. I just use cod and I fill my saturation so that I can always run fast and walk quickly and have no problem. So that's a lot of work. I think I'm a bit ambitious, but I feel like I will be able to do it, and I'm going to start on this corner first. So guys, that's going to be it. I'm going to go in my time lapse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.